Just because something becomes popular doesn't mean it doesn't suck. It also doesn't mean it's not crazy annoying, and it doesn't mean that you don't look stupid. Number one is broccoli hair. It's the only thing that I can think of when I see a lot of these young dudes rocking this like poof of curly hair, just like down and just crazy, like puffy and big and all tight and shaved around. Gentlemen, you look stupid. You look like a head of broccoli or a penis. Either way, it's bad. Number two is tech watches. I'm just saying, right? Apple Watches, I know there's a time, there's a place, they're functional, but in my opinion, zero stylish dudes rock them, period. Number three is see-through shirts. There's a huge surge in the amount of like see-through like shirts that dudes are rocking, right? Whether or not it's a polo, a pullover, or a button-up that they're layering over top of a tank top. In my opinion, it looks horrible. Now, some of you dudes, a few of you, like literally like 3 dudes out there have the body to pull this off. But honestly, it doesn't matter if you do. You still look stupid. Which brings me to the next trend that sucks, and that is big baggy clothing. All right, so here's the deal. Whether or not it's mom jeans or dad jeans or a big baggy boxy t-shirt or sweatshirt, in my opinion, once again, right, it makes you look terrible, all right? And that's the reason why I don't like it, all right? Most dudes that are rocking it, it makes you look short, it makes you look fat. Or if you're a thin dude, it makes you look super skinny. The bottom line is this: your clothing should fit if you want to maximize your aesthetic in your body, all right? Your pants shouldn't be big and boxy. They also shouldn't be super skin tight, which is another trend that sucks. I'm still seeing a lot of you dudes rocking jeans and pants that are just way too tight. But this brings me to another thing that's actually out of style and I think sucks, and that is pleated pants. The only people that look good wearing pleats are dudes that are 6'2", 27 years old, 180 pounds. Unless you're built like a model, they look terrible on you, right? Because the reality is that it's just gonna add extra fabric in the crotch region, when the reality is that what you should be looking for is a nice flat front pant. Not too tight, not too thin in the leg, nice and perfect in terms of proportion. Something else that doesn't look good and that sucks are the big bulky shoes, in my opinion. Now, hear me out. I'm not saying they're not stylish right now, but they are gonna be out of style very quickly. Now, the reason why I think they don't look so good is because when you actually break the visual illusion or the line of your body by wearing big clunky baggy boxy pants or big clunky round giant shoes, it actually once again makes you look short. The next trend that sucks is you guys filming yourself at the gym with your tripod and your phone, doing your bicep curls and your squats and all the selfie. Gentlemen, here's the deal. In my opinion, this sucks. Why? Well, because you're annoying. But Alpha, I'm grinding and hustling, right? Which brings me to another trend that sucks, and that is you guys out there that talk more than act. All right, the reality is this: if you want to be a business person, if you want to hustle, get your side grind on, do it. That is something that I am passionate about. You should, but what you shouldn't do is just talk. You need to act. Action is the indicator whether or not you're going to be successful or not. The next trend that sucks, oh my God, this one sucks so bad and I don't even know how to stop it. Actually, I can't, but you can, and that is tattoos. All right, it has never been crazier, in my opinion, in terms of the amount of people that are covering themselves with stupid tattoos. Everything from small ones to big ones. Everything from spicy senoritas to not so spicy senoritas, right? And dudes everywhere. Oh my God, gentlemen, stop. You got to think before you ink. Piercings, the next one we got to talk about. Oh my God, gentlemen, here's the deal. You got to stop putting all this shit in your face, right? If you want to pierce your ears, fine. You want to even pierce your nipple, I'm okay with that. You want to get a Prince Albert? Who am I to stop you? But stop putting all the shit in your face. Designer dogs, or any dog you go to like a pet store and spend like thousands of dollars for. Or finance. I'm even hearing about people being like, yo, I'm gonna finance an animal. Gentlemen, this is crazy. There's so many needy animals out there at pounds or just needing adoptions or a great home. All right, now I'm not saying like your Yorker Poodle isn't like awesome and cute and doesn't look great on Instagram, but a 3-legged, one-eyed dog named Lucky, in my opinion, is definitely cooler. It's also crazy to me the money you're spending on fragrance. Oh my God, some of the collections is like thousands and thousands of dollars. Now, I'm not saying that you don't smell good or could potentially smell good, but the truth is that most of these fragrances you're gonna throw out. You're never gonna wear. The other reality is that all the fragrances that you're buying are crazy overpriced, right? Like Creed Aventus, I love it, it smells amazing, but it's like $350 in the store. Instead, what I would go with is something like this. It's Rebel, right? It's inspired by Creed Aventus, except it's $50. And with that discount code, it's even more crazy affordable. Guys, if you want to check out this fragrance, it was heavily inspired by Creed Aventus. I used to love this fragrance, and I still do, but it's expensive, and it's crazy. Most people should not be spending $300 or $400 on a fragrance when you can smell just as good for literally under 50 bucks, all right? And that's the reason why I developed Rebel. I also have 2 additional fragrances at Pete and Pedro, which I'll link to down below. One is Legend, inspired by Tom Ford's Effing Fabulous, and Villain, inspired by Tom Ford's Tobacco Vanilla. We also have the deluxe sample sizes available. So if you're not ready to pull the trigger on a big bottle, no problem. You could grab one or you could grab the set, but these bad boys are amazing. Guys, I'm gonna link down below to the Pete and Pedro fragrances. Stop wasting money on designer fragrances when the truth is you can smell just as good for a fraction of the price. Guys, hit the link down below. Check out the fragrances that Pete and Pedro is selling. Use that discount code to smell amazing for even less. The next trend that sucks, small balls because your balls have shrunk, is TRT that you don't need, or any type of performance enhancing drugs just to look good. Guys, you can look amazing and have an incredible body. You gotta diet right, you gotta work out. Those 2 things. You also have to get your sleep, right? But thinking that just taking TRT or testosterone is no big deal is actually a huge mistake. It is a big deal if you don't need it. Which brings me to the next popular trend that sucks, and that is smoking. Anything, whether or not it's cigarettes, it's vaping, or the other stuff. Right? Just because you think it's no big deal, you would actually be wrong. And just because you see popular people like Joe Rogan like smoking a lot doesn't mean that you should be doing it, right? The reality is that it's going to do unfortunate things to your body. Not only is it going to kill your motivation, it's going to potentially damage your health, it's going to damage your sperm, it's going to damage your body, it is going to damage your mind. It is not good. The next popular trend that sucks is what you're eating and drinking, all right? The crappy food and the crappy drinks that we are consuming as a society that's gotten increasingly popular is terrible, right? All the energy drinks, horrible. All the sugary Starbucks drinks, terrible, right? All the sodas, all the diet sodas, because diet soda isn't great for you because of aspartame. I'm not gonna go into all that right now, but not good. You gotta do better, all right? Also, the food, all right? If you're eating a diet that's high in saturated shit or toxic chemicals or artificial everything, you are not going to live as healthy or as long as possible, in my humble opinion. Our obsession with social media, the amount of time that we are spending on our phones, on the computer, is damaging our brains and our bodies. It's also making us, unfortunately, less motivated because of the lack of dopamine that's being produced because we're not actually having to go out and make it for ourselves. And what I mean by that is dopamine is a chemical, right? It's the motivational chemical that our body produces in order to get us to go do hard shit that's going to be rewarding. Whether or not it's starting a business, whether or not it's going to talk to a girl, whether or not it's whatever. If you're consuming a lot of social media, TikTok, Instagram, porn, whatever, it is unfortunately destroying your mind and your body. The next trend that I personally think sucks is you showing your body for money, or the industry of showing your body for money. And I'm talking about like OnlyFans or Instagram or whatever, right? When you're basically getting popular or attention for being naked or half naked, in my opinion, this is not good. Which brings me to the next trend that's unfortunately popular, but I think sucks, and that is you being a slut. All right, the amount of casual action that we are getting as a whole, unfortunately, is very detrimental, right? Even though you think it's no big deal, or even though you see on social media like, oh, all these popular dudes sleeping with all these women, it is not a good thing because of the potential consequences. Not to mention the emotional damage that it could potentially do. But if you get somebody pregnant, not good. That you didn't mean to get pregnant. If you catch something you can't get rid of, not good. And the last trend that sucks is talking shit about people that you don't know. This one is blown up. It's become a lot easier to talk trash about people or make fun of them or say horrible things because there's no accountability, right? The keyboard, the computer, it allows us to do it without the fear of actually having to talk to the person or see them or being held accountable. Just because you don't know the person doesn't make it okay to talk trash. Be better than that, or you are trash.